All right, let's kick things off. Today I'm going to make a screenshot tool for some websites. The idea of this is that I would like to, on deploying or releasing a new upgrade to an existing web product, I want to screenshot that web product prior to release, just so I have like a one last like tangible artifact of that. So to do this, I need essentially to prototype out this functionality and see if I can get that working off of a script, and then at a later date I'll bake that actually into my deployment process. So to kick things off, let's go ahead and crack open our code environment. So where do I want to build this? Inside of Apexion, let's go ahead and make a new tool. And we'll call this our triage tool. And that's enough of that terminal. All right, so with that in place, let's get a little window rolling over here. And the thing I'm actually going to end up running this on is going to be a Heroku server. So let's let that start spooling up right there while I kick things off on the code side. So any good Node project is going to need a npm init, and that generates our package.json file for us. We'll make a little tweak, and the main is going to be source tool.js, and our start script will reference that as well. Look at me without my headphones. Go ahead and mute some things so they don't hear that again. All right, so starting, we want to, what do I want to do? We'll just do node source tool.js for now. And with that in place, we do actually need a folder called source, and inside of source we want the tool, source tool.js. So with that file, here is where we want all of everything to live. So I do know that Phantom.js does screen capturing, and this is essentially the entirety of the research that I've done on this so far, which isn't so bad. So we just need to figure out how to get Phantom.js up and running and run this little chunk of code and possibly save some stuff out for us. I don't imagine this to be all that crazy. So let's head over to npm.js and to Phantom.js's package. Depreciated, perfect. Let's just search Phantom. A lot of weekly downloads. This feels like the official one. Double check over here. Yep, this is the right one. Okay, so standard installation, nothing crazy there. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to add in the engines of Node and also npm. And the idea there is when we start like launching on Heroku or other things, this will let us specify what version of Node that we actually want to be using. and what version of npm. And the reason that's important is because if we're testing on these versions right here locally, we want to ensure that those same versions are in use on our remote server. Failed to save. Okay. Don't save. Open back up. It's because we now have a dependency that was added in there. And that should be good. All right. So do I have everything connected properly? Let's log and say npm start. It does. We're good. So nodemon, just in case I don't have a nodemon on here, npm install global nodemon. So it's a monitor for nodemon that will, upon saving, refresh and run our whatever script that we type in. I'm like, thought I was looking at the camera, I was looking at my code. It's fun. So with this, I can say nodemon instead of node source tool, and it will, every time I hit save, rerun this. And there's other things I can restart and clear. No, I forget clear now. Well, Command K clears. RS restarts. Okay. So we have Phantom.js in place. It's apparently super easy to use. I'm going to keep a console on here and just say completed. Okay. So it's an async function with some awaits, creates an instance of the page, await on resource status await. All right. So never played with Phantom.js before, so let's just save and go. All right. So it looks like this is just doing exactly what I think it is. It is a JavaScript browser that made some initial requests, found all of the files linked within that initial request for Stack Overflow, and downloaded all of those pages in the content. All right. Sounds pretty good. So if we look over here, this is what we kind of need to turn things into. So looking around. So require web page. So I don't know if that is an npm JS thing. It might be. Couple weekly downloads, nothing crazy. 4 years old. It's not the freshest chicken, but let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and duck into here and look at what it does. Web page. Although I don't see web page in here. That's fun. Perfect. It's hiding. Different name. That's fine. All right. So let's steal this code. We know this currently works, so let me just comment this out, drop this in, save, nodemon. Okay. Create is not a function. Okay. Puppeteer, you say? I have not looked at Puppeteer at all. I should. That is roughly exactly a good deal. Oh wow, it even has screenshots built into Puppeteer. Pinero. Thank you very much, man. That looks like a better option. Yeah, the idea here is I'm looking to bake this into a deployment process to make an archive of whatever I'm building out. Install Puppeteer. And node on. Example.com's probably gonna shit the bed. And I do need a folder. And let's just go full 777s on screen captures for now. And let's play with GitHub instead. So node source tool. Boom. That is on top of things. Nice. All right, so yeah, the next step is playing with the viewport size. Or do I? Because realistically, this tool, I don't need to archive the entire page, just a predefined deal. Yeah. Yeah, I'll start cleaning this up. Touch. Let's get our ignore going. Let's ignore VS Code. Node modules. Anything.log. Me touch dot get keep, just so that our screen captures folder stays in there and open. And let's ignore screen captures so that those don't get added. And I am on a Mac, so let's get rid of those DS store files. All right, git add. Didn't make it a Git repo yet. That's fun. Git add dot git ignore. Git commit message. Git add screen dot git keep and force it in there. Git commit. Yeah. What are we doing here? Losing track. Initial. And now we can get at all, get commit message. I always misfire my fingers, and like INGs always come out as IGNs, and MSG always comes out as SMGs. Fun times. All right. So here is our prototype working. Okay. So get rid of this. Ultimately, this is going to need to be pulled in by other things and capture. All right. So this is an async process, so we'll have to await a few things as defined here. And we can grab that URL right there. And why not? Let's set a default for in case things are broken or forgotten. And what am I doing? URL. Screenshot path. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So here we can call this and it should generate the file. I don't know that there's too much else I need to do right now. I just kind of wanted to do a little test stream and make this tool, and Puppeteer kind of solved the day a lot faster than I thought it was going to with Phantom.js. So Puppeteer though. That imagery looks like it's straight up from Puppet. Let's find out more about them. So it's straight up from Chrome team. Nice. That is a much better way to handle things. I can get behind that. All right. Continuing to clean things up, we can get rid of some garbage here. And, oh, let's build a sanity test for the fun of it. I always forget if it's test or tests. Touch. I can actually just steal another one here. Let me steal test. That's test. That's fun. I don't want that one. Dashboard. Boom. Just a stupid simple sanity test. npm install chai. Can't spell anything to save my life. Yeah, it's singular test. That's fun. Yeah, I forget if it was Phantom.js or Cheerio that I used once. I was trying to scrape Wikipedia for some stuff, and I found this like really strange parse error that I was getting I thought it was through Cheerio, and when I eventually started like pulling the raw source, there was hidden characters in the body of Wikipedia for the content of the articles that was it Cheerio? No, that doesn't make sense. Because I was using the Wikimedia API. All right, so I'm talking about completely different story. Not for web scraping, but yeah, web scraping it's fun. I've got some ideas of other little streams I want to do to make some shitty bots to go play around with Instagram and other stuff and really underscore how meaningless a lot of that stuff is, especially for like influencers and other fun things. That can be a whole side rant. All right. Sanity test is up and running. Package over to Mocha. Of course. Of course. And author is a Chen. All right. Do I want to build another file like that? I don't know that I want to build the unit tests for this at the moment. Let's see what we do. Node. Tool equals require source tool.js. Oh, let's capture. Oh, I see a problem there with my path. That's interesting. All right, so let's capture. This guy. Yep, that's fun. And that is what I would expect, because I do have a token protecting that site at the moment. So that is just peachy. All right, so there we go. Screen captures and the whole URL over. Could regex it down, but quick and dirty is the way to go. Anywho, that is all I've got right now. Pintanero, man, thanks for stopping through and with the awesome puppeteer suggestion. That I will keep tweaking around and checking out and see what's going on there and play with more stuff. Thanks again.